Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera to everyone. My name is Maulia Ihza Mahavira Zein with the metric number 140401. Today, I'll be presenting my research on career aspirations and remote work, a study of USM students, preferences, and preparedness. This research is a part of my ATU397 Management Research course for Semester 2, 2023-2024. Coordinating this research is Associate Professor Dr. Desi Ki Mui Hong, with the supervisor by Associate Professor Dr. Siti Roheda Muhammad Zainal. The landscape of work has changed dramatically due to technological advancement and the global COVID-19 pandemic. Remote work has emerged as a preferred mode of employment, offering flexibility and reducing commuting times. This shift has had an important impact on career planning, especially for the student preparing to enter the job market. Moreover, this research aims to explore USM students' preferences and preparedness for remote work. The primary objectives of this research are to assess the preferences of USM students for remote work, to evaluate their level of preparedness, and to understand the impact of these factors on their career aspiration. As for this research, I've built a framework of descriptive analysis. This method is used to summarize the basic features of the data. This includes an examination of the demographic characteristic of the respondents, their interest in remote work, perceived benefits and challenges, the importance of the remote work options in their career aspirations, and their industry preferences for the remote work. The regression analysis to understand the factors influencing students' interest and preparedness for the remote work. Two regression analysis models were conducted with the interest in remote work and the preparedness for the remote work as the dependent variables, age, gender, academic year, and field of study as the independent variables. As we can see here, these are the research framework that I already explained. Lastly, the last analysis for this research is correlation analysis to explore the relationship between students' preparedness for framework, their interest in remote work, and the importance of remote work options in their career aspirations. The correlation between the variables to be explored are preparedness for the remote work and career aspirations, interest in remote work, and career aspiration. As for the methodology, there are 5 steps to realize this research from the data collection into the significant analysis. It's actually this study uses a quantitative research design to explore USM students' preferences and preparedness for the remote work. The data was collected using a structured questionnaire distributed to the student across various academic disciplines. I use distribute non-random sampling method to ensure the representation across the different academic disciplines and years. The structures questionnaire included sections on demographic information, remote work preferences, preparedness for the remote work, and career aspiration. The questionnaire was distributed online via Google Form. The analysis and the result. The age. The majority of the respondents are 23 to 26 age group, and the gender, most responses are from male students than female students. This could reflect the gender distributions within certain fields of study, or could suggest varying levels of interest in remote work topics among the genders. Talking about the academic year, the majority of respondents are in their final year, suggesting that they have significant academic experience and are likely deciding their immediate career plans. The field of study. Most respondents are from science and technology, which might influence their attitudes toward the remote work due to the nature of their studies and potential career paths. The interest in working remotely. Most students are interested in remote work, which highlights general preferences for flexible working conditions, perceived benefits. The top benefit chosen is the working hours flexibility. This perhaps indicates that students value the ability to manage their own time and balance their work with other responsibilities. Perceived challenges. The major challenge identified is the lack of social interaction, which reflects concerns about the isolations and the need for social engagement that traditional office environments provided. Importance of remote work in career aspirations. Many students find remote work options slightly important to very important in their career decisions, which comes as a surprise in relations to the normalizations of the traditional office work after the pandemic. The belief in remote work's positive impacts on career growth. The majority of the students agree with that remote work will positively impact their career growth. The analysis and results regressions. Yes, we can see the academic year. The coefficient was positive and significant. The P less than 0.05, suggesting that students in higher academic years show greater interest in the remote work. The coefficient was positive and significant, P less than 0.05, suggesting that students in higher academic years show greater preparedness in the remote work. The correlation between the preparedness for remote work and the importance of the remote work options in career aspirations was calculated. The result was R is equal to 0.45, indicating a moderate positive correlation. Now we are moving to the final step of this research, the discussions and conclusion part. I found some implication and limitation related to this research. The implication for the career advisors to better prepare students in researching or jumping into the remote working. The career advisors provide guidance and resources to help students navigate remote work opportunities, organize career fairs and networking events that highlights remote work options and connects the students with the potential remote employers. Talking about the curriculum development, integrate remote work skills into the curriculum to be better prepare students for the evolving job market. Offer more workshops and training sessions focusing on the digital communication, time management, and self-disciplines to enhance the students' preparedness for the remote work environments. The limited scope of variables. The research focusing on the specific variables such as age, gender, academic year, and field of study, other potential factors influencing the remote work preferences and preparedness, such as the personality traits, prior remote work experience, and access to the technology were not explored. Future research should consider a broader range of variables to provide a more comprehensive understanding of the factors influencing the students' remote work preferences and the preparedness. So thank you very much. I think that is all for my research presentation. I hope this presentation gives a clear understanding about the USM students' aspirations toward the remote working, and hopefully this shed some lights into further research related to the remote working in general. Thank you.